to a live stream. So, where was I today? Well, I went to the hospital. If you don't know, I go to the hospital almost every year just for a checkup because I'm born different. So I have to go for a checkup every single year. There were times where I skipped 2 years or maybe 1 year, but overall, I still have to go frequently. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, I still go to the kids section, which I don't know when they're gonna actually transfer me to the adult side. I don't even know. I don't even know. You know? I feel like I was the oldest one there. Maybe the second oldest, I think. Anyways, okay. So I told the doctor about my teeth, my gums, and she said that you have to go to the dentist because they can't really do that much anyways, so yeah. I mean, they can. There's a lot of facilities that can offer you certain services, but they're not going to transfer you there right away. Okay. Also, today when I went for an x-ray, I was told to put a gown. Now, I just took my shirt out and I wore the gown the wrong side. Why? Why is there a wrong side of things? Why can't it be like a shirt where you slip it on? Why is there strings tied to it? I basically had the strings frontward instead of backward. Is that supposed to be it? I don't even know. I don't know how the gown's supposed to be on your body. I don't know. It's been years since I've been in a gown. In fact, when I was a kid, I had something like that, but it wasn't full body. This one was like cover your hands and I guess till your thigh. But overall, this was kind of like creepy. Okay, not creepy. I just never liked the fact that they told us to wear a gown. Because I'm just not a fan of that personally. It seems like every year there's something different going on. I don't even know anymore. But of course, it's time to talk about some other content. So when it comes to Chris Tyson, look, I don't want to beat around the bush. There's a lot to talk about this guy, and every day there's like a new video about him and stuff going on. But if you don't know, Matt Walsh has been basically hacked on Twitter. I don't know about his other social media accounts, but hacked on Twitter. He hasn't posted anything. He has been live on I think Young America's Association, or no, Young America Foundation. He has been live speaking to a bunch of people, but overall, I don't think um, he's gonna get his Twitter back so soon. I hope so, because Elon Musk is in charge, so hopefully he can do something. He can see something and call it out. It's ridiculous how someone can get hacked just like that, and it'll take a while for him. Maybe his account is reinstated. Who knows? I'm just trying to understand so much right now, and I think his YouTube is demonetized. I haven't heard about that. I saw thumbnails, and I'm just so worried. And the thing is that Matt Walsh has been monetized. Daily, I would say almost all of Daily Wire has been monetized. They never do anything that really hurts the algorithm. I think Matt Walsh is someone that's very abrasive, and compared to any of the other Daily Wire hosts, a lot of people think Ben Shapiro is like this super duper scary guy, but he just speaks fast. But when it comes to Matt Walsh, he's going to give you all the statements frank. He's not going to be silly about it, he's going to be stark about it. Always remember that. Okay, so yesterday, I think it was yesterday, or maybe on my main channel, I mentioned that my right eye, I woke up with a right eye pain, not the eyeball, but specifically the eyelash, you could say. Like the eyelash, it just hurts when I touch it, or if I blink long enough or close my eyes long enough. it just hurts. It also else what else? Um, it just makes everything so itchy. My eye is so itchy now. I don't know. Maybe I'm allergic to something. I don't even know what happened. Maybe I hurt myself when I was sleeping. I've had this before in the past, but this was such a long time and it happened like once or maybe twice. It never really reoccurred. So I'm worried. I told you, every time something new comes. So Chris Tyson always in the news, and I don't want to talk too much about him to be fair. I feel like some of you guys may be tired about him, so I'm not going to rant so much about him. There's just so much speculation, so much content going on. I don't even know anymore. I'm just so tired. So I only ate breakfast, which was porridge, and so little. Basically, oh, sorry. Basically, porridge. So little porridge and a bit more milk, and there was barely any porridge altogether. And then I ate a little bit of that. I drank tea before that, and that was my breakfast. Guess what happened? Guess what happened early in the morning? No, no. Guess what? Guess what was happening since the day I posted about that deformed cockroach? I saw another cockroach that same night. Another cockroach just before I was going to sleep. I saw another cockroach. Uh, if you see, or if you open that door, you'll see a hallway, and in front of that is basically well a hallway running from the side, and in front of the door is obviously two bathroom doors. I saw a cockroach coming from the side, running all the way and going in the bathroom. Well, it was going to go in my siblings' room because their doors are close to it, and I was standing right there trying to scare it off, and it ran into the bathroom. And I then went to the bathroom with a spray and I sprayed it, and it died within a couple of seconds. Um, then yesterday, just before I went to sleep, I supposed to sleep early because we're going to the hospital. And guess what? When it comes to going to the hospital, you can't sleep late. Or you just can't waste time, especially the hospital I'm going to, because the hospital I'm going to is not just a regular hospital. You have to go there early, obviously. Yes, people come late, but then they get served very late. It's best to go early. You know, I was the first one on the computer for today in my specific clinic. I was the first name. Okay, that's how fast we were. Okay, technically someone came before us, but they never really registered their name there. So yeah, but overall, I just want to say that we were first in line, and this is the main thing. You have to be first in line because things get difficult. I'll explain to you the routes, but first let me just say that last night there was a cockroach just somewhere near the bathroom. It ran into my brother's room, and then it ran to my sister's room, and then it was coming here, and then my mother had to be awakened, and she had to kill it. But I sprayed it before and it never died. I used a different spray because the old can wasn't working, and this one was strong. I could get the smell. But the problem with that was the cockroach did not get any of the smell. And or maybe it did get weak, but not that weak. And then early in the morning, I put the lights on. And then on this chest drawer, where I have my tea and sometimes some of my food, there was a cockroach. I'm standing right close to it, and I just had to fall back, and then I had to call my mother. This was around 3 o'clock in the morning. Thank goodness I woke up early. I was having uncomfortable sleep, so I was able to wake up early. My mother's plan was to wake me up 5:30 or 5 o'clock, just before, like just 30 minutes before we go, or maybe like 4:30. Just a couple minutes before we go to the hospital. And imagine eating breakfast and bathing all in that time. I can easily do it, but I just need more time to prepare. And since I woke up early, I was able to do so much more. I was able to, brush my teeth because brushing my teeth is more longer than anything else. So I was able to finish that very swiftly. Moving on, so every day there's a cockroach. Came back from the hospital, near my door, just outside my door. There was an upside down cockroach. Cockroaches are everywhere. I feel like we're getting a lot of them these days, and it's going to be really terrifying. I must clean my room, definitely. I can easily say it, but nothing happens. Anyways, moving on. Let's have some music in the background because everything is just so silent. It's not a big deal, but I'm talking way too loud. Okay, I'll look for some music, but in the meantime, let me talk about some other stuff. Let me talk about what happened in the hospital. So, how did the hospital unfold? You first have to go. We entered the hospital around 5 or something like that, and then we we had to pick a number. There's a specific machine. You touch the screen, and it prints out a number. And I don't have the number with me because my mother threw it away, but I kept it. And the number we had was D025. And right on top, by the ceiling, there will be a TV, and it'll represent all of the accountants or whatever you want to call them available, and they will call a specific number on the TV, and there'll be a loudspeaker announcing it in a very computerized voice. And then they announced our name. Well, not our name, our number. We went in. You basically have to do this first, so they can print out a letter first, and then they can talk about payment. You don't pay them right away. You have to pay a separate section, but overall, we then went and waited near the door of the main clinic I supposed to go to, waiting, and normally if we came late or certain days it would be packed. And then we enter inside, and when you enter inside, there's a strange seating arrangement. It's almost like a square or a rectangle, and then you have some seats other sides, and you have doors to other specific doctors and other specific machines and whatnot. But all the important stuff I needed to go to was on the right. So we start off on the seats, and then they'll call you to take your measurements. And this is the first thing you have to do. Take your measurements, take your weight, and take your weight, take your blood pressure and all the other type of stuff. Then they send you back. You must not wear shoes or your jackets with this. After that, we were waiting for the ECG. And we waited so long. We waited and waited and waited. And then they said, okay, go to freaking just go to the X-ray. And then I went to the X-ray, and we waited a bit, not so long, but just went there, and like within a couple of minutes, you know, I I was able to be entered on the list for X-rays. Called my name, and then this was something new because normally they don't do this. They normally say take out my shirt. Once they told me not to take out my shirt, but normally they say take out your shirt. That's it. Now this time they said put a freaking, what do you call it, gown on. I don't even know how to put this on. It was just in a changing room, so I took it out, and then I was trying to understand what's going on. Like, why this? I was like, should I take out my pants too? I was worried. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take out my shirt. Thank goodness my mother was there. Um, she just said, take out your shirt only if I could remember. I can't remember the full detail. But anyways, went inside, took the X-ray, came out. They don't give you the sheet of the X-ray. It's just computerized. You don't get to see it. It's all on your profile. Minutes later, I end up back where I am on the ECG, waiting for the ECG. We go in, and this time the ECG was very quick. Then we have to wait for the doctor. Then you go inside the doctor's, talk, about something. She examined me, she examined my mouth, stuff like that. My recent problems I mentioned, and then she said you must go take an echo, which is basically this sticky thing on this big analog stick they rub on you. It's so ticklish. For me, it's ticklish. It's very ticklish, especially when they rub on the nipple. It's so ticklish. Then you can hear the sound of your heart, all that type of stuff. Overall, overall, it was it was a bit vexing because you had to go back, come back, all the type of stuff. So I went there, went back, waiting for the doctors to go in, final examination, gave the final examination, then we started to wait home. And that was basically the quick rundown of it. Oh, by the way, the X-ray machines was located far away, like pretty far away, so you have to walk out of your specific clinic just to go to get an X-ray. I guess everyone does that, so it's not a big deal. Okay, moving on. That was the summary of it. That's basically it. Thank goodness it was a very hot day. In the morning it was cold, but the winters get even colder. It's such a vexing thing, to be fair, but you have to do it almost every year. Anyways, enough about that. I just ate sandwiches and that's it, and a couple of sweets. Still hungry. I don't know if I should eat another sweet. I'm looking for sweets. Okay, I can't find any. Just opening that bag, looking for sweets. I'm just so hungry. Maybe I should eat a couple of fruits. So that's basically an update on what happened. Now, years ago, I did take a couple of pieces of footage of myself in the hospital. So you can watch those videos and uh, basically a very similar setup, but I never showed everyone else whatsoever, just myself. So that was back in 2020, years ago. So I had to wait so long. I was going to film myself or post updates, but you know what happened? They took away the free Wi-Fi. Last year even there was free Wi-Fi. All the years, I guess, even 2020, there was free Wi-Fi. But for some reason, this time they took out the free Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was very slow, I kid you not, it was so slow, but still, it was something. They took it out and I couldn't post. That's why I brought this tablet with me. I was so encouraged just to at least keep you updated, but unfortunately, I couldn't do that. But hey, um, it is Thursday, so what else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? I don't even know anymore. I just want to talk more about some trans stuff. But I don't want to get so depressed about it. These days when you talk so much about trans topics, it's just so depressing. I've been watching a lot of eating competitions, no, eating challenges, and I just get so hungry now. I don't know what else to watch. Maybe some old cartoons. I'm just so hungry. I don't want to eat too much because why not? Why not eat so little? I mean, why not eat so much? what am I even saying? I'm so stupid. Anyways, what else can I talk about? Something funny happened as we were waiting outside the clinic. My father phoned and the ringtone just blasted. It was so loud and embarrassing. I haven't changed the ringtone in 2 or 3 years now, which is very surprising because let's face it, normally I change a lot of things, but this time I just didn't really care. So, what else can I show you guys? I don't know. I just wanted to keep you updated with this. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end this video. I'm sorry if I never spoke clear enough. I'm just very hungry. Bye.